Hi guys. So three unbiased coins when tossed simultaneously can create confusion for many, okay, regarding the sample space, because it's not very easy to make the sample space, okay, whenever coins or dice, okay, things are thrown simultaneously, right? So today I'm going to explain you by the help of this video how to make a sample space, though there is a detailed video on the making of sample space which you can find it into my playlist, or I will have even put an I button over here for your convenience, which you can click and go on to the video directly. But here, three unbiased coins when tossed simultaneously produces a certain sample space. Now, many of you may feel, what is a sample space? Because we are used to writing total number of possible outcomes in place of sample space. Sample space, okay, is all those outcomes, okay, whenever you carry out a random experiment. It's a random experiment, it's not concocted, it's not biased. So whenever you are hurling or you are trying to, okay, toss a coin, you have to make sure that the coin is perfect. It gives head as well as tail without any bias, right? Now coming back to the topic. So what is a sample space? You have understood. It's nothing but the total number of possible outcomes. And how do we get this? Okay. So we get this, okay, by a certain means. Since we have in a coin two options, two, okay, outcomes, either a head or a tail. So we write 2 over here, alright? And since we are taking 3 such coins to toss together, so we write to the power 3. Hence, we get in total 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8 number of total outcomes. So this is the total outcome that we get. Now this seems a bit bizarre, bit strange, okay, as to where we should start making the sample space. So I'll show you a trick which I have already done in my previous video, how to formulate or try and conceive your sample space. You start with head, then tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail. Exactly. So alternatively, we write first. Then we push on to the next column. We go from right to left. Okay guys? This side is right, this side is left. Since there was a single H here, so we take 2H here, okay, and 2 tail here, 2 head here, 2 tail here. We double this H to 2, this tail to 2, this H to 2, okay. So you don't have to go each and every step, you just go ahead, write H, H, T, T, H, H, T, T. In the next column, you double, okay, 2 H's to 4H. So head, 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 and tail, 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 tail. So everything is very much mathematics over here. 2, because we had 2 options of the coins. 3, because there are 3 coins. 8 is the total outcome that we get. So we have 8 rows here. Can you see it? 8 rows. Now what next? Having got this, we have done a mega task. Now everything is just before our eyes, very clear. Now we have to find out the evidence or the probability of getting 2 heads from this entire, okay, possible outcomes. 2 heads, but there is a certain way of writing. You can't just go barge ahead and write 3 upon 8. You have to prove, you have to tell your teacher that why 3? It's because 2 heads. So where all do we have 2 heads? We have 2 heads here, 2 heads here. 1 head here we can't take. 2 head here. Do we have 2 heads? No, nowhere else. So we had in this and this one. So we write down these combinations, and they are referred to as favorable outcome. Okay? Now every time they give you, you have to write probability of getting 2 heads is 1, 2, 3 combination, that is favorable outcomes are 3, and total number of outcomes are obviously 8. So we write 3 upon 8. Correct? Have you observed it? It's very easy. Okay? Not difficult, not rocket science. 1 head. So simple. They are asking for only 1 head. Means we have to eliminate things that we do not require. We do not require 2 heads or 3 heads. We require only 1 head. So we reject this, we reject this, we reject this. We take this, this and this. We simply write down, okay, HTT, head, tail, tail. You can put commas over here because it would grow messy. I haven't done so. Now, tail, head, tail, 1 head again, tail, tail and head. So we have 3 of such favorable outcomes out of the 8 total outcome. So 3 upon 8 happens to be the probability of getting 1 head. Alright? Now pushing on to the third one. At least 2 heads. At least 2 heads means, what are they trying to achieve? They are trying to say that I'll be happy if I got 2 heads. Okay? So I'll be happy if I got 2 heads. I can get 2 heads here from here. I can get over here. It's already there. So these are not questionable. This is also not questionable. Questionable is this one. H. It has got 3 heads. But who cares? As long as I'm getting 2 heads. I can get 2 heads, isn't it? I qualify to get 2 heads from here, leaving the third one out. So I include this also for at least 2 heads. H, HHT, HTH, THH, right? Understood? So we are getting 4 outcomes, favorable outcomes. Okay? That is 4 out of total number of outcomes, 8. I get on cancellation, I get 1 by 2. Alright? Next, all heads. I'll not be fussy. All I need is all heads. Means I don't want tail to be seen in my combination. So here there are so many tails. Here also tail, 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 tail. Which one is clear of tails? Obviously the first one. So such combination I just get 1 out of the 8. So HHH is all head and 1 upon 8 is my probability of getting all heads. Alright. Next, going on to the 5th one, exactly 2 heads. You will come across these terms which are very familiar in probability questions. Exactly 2 heads. Or they may write exact 2 heads. I want exact, neither more nor less. So simple. I have 2 heads over here. I have 2 heads over here. I too have heads here, 2 heads here. Okay, so I get here, here and here, which means how many? I'm getting 3. 3 favorable outcome, 3 out of 8. Remember guys, here we are not getting into the sequence of things. Okay, which one came first doesn't matter over here. We have to only count the heads. Okay, So those are different kinds of questions. Next, exactly 3 heads. We have H, H, H. So exactly 3 heads we have only in this. Exactly 3 heads? No, this is 2. This is 2. Here we have just 1. Here we have 2. So nowhere can I see 3 heads. Okay, in exact number. So which means exact 3 heads, I get a favorable combination, favorable outcome. Only 1 out of the lot, out of 8. So 1 upon 8. At most, okay, 2 tails. At most 2 tails, or at most 2 heads. At most 2 tails. This can be a little, okay, daunting, because at most can confuse you. At most means you may have 0 also. You may have 1 also. You may have 2 also, but max 2. I will not accept anything more than at the most 2. Anything more than 2 would be unacceptable. Therefore, at most 2 tails, which all have, is, okay, 2 tails. So this one's solution is here, okay. So here 0 tails, I qualify. I don't have any tails. I will take this because 0 tails. In at most you have to begin from scratch. You have to begin from the bottommost where there are no tails at all. There are no tails at all. 0 tails, 1 tail, 1 tail, 2 tails, 1 tail, 2 tails, 2 tails. I dare not go to 3 tails. I am not, okay, going to take this, or else my sum would go wrong. So, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, my answer for 2 tails is 7 by 8. The only reverse, okay, we do for at most 2 heads. Means at the most, maximum we can, stretch to 2 heads. It doesn't really matter if I have 0 heads also. Which means I have to include tail, tail, tail. Doesn't have any head, so I would say that I have got 0 head here, 1 head here, 1 head here, 2 head here, 1 head here, 2 head here, 2 heads here, 3 heads I will not touch, okay, because they have given me dictate that there should be at the most 2 heads. So I will take leaving this, which means 8 by 8 minus 1 by 8, I get 7 by 8 again. So that's another way of solving. But you can straight away go writing the favorable outcomes one by one and then give them the statement. Why you derive that 7 upon 8 is the probability of getting, okay, at most 2 heads. Alright? So for 2 heads, it is this. For 2 tails, at most 2 tails, it is this. Okay. Now, next, at most 3 heads. Now, at most 3 heads is quite funny. Which means what? If we have to start from 0, we can include ones that doesn't have any head, which is this. And even all of them, even with 1 head or 1 head or 2 head or 1 head or 2 heads or 2 heads, or even at the most 3 heads, which means the entire, okay, series comes to be the favorable outcome. In this case, at most 3 heads. So 8 out of 8, that is equal to 1, which is 100%. You get 100% of the probability of getting, or at most 3 heads. No heads then, very, very simple, because we do not, okay, have heads in this. So this is the only one that satisfies with no heads. So probability of getting no heads will be favorable outcome just 1 upon the total. So 1 upon 8. No tails. So we discard this one. This doesn't have Okay, any heads, any tails. So we take this as favorable outcome 1/8. Okay, so this is so easy. Now at least 3 tails. So far we have done at least 2 tails. I don't mind, grabbing from this 2 tails, which means this will be included. Okay, so at least 3 tails they have given, not 2 tails. You have here 2 heads. So for at least 3 tails, okay, we'll see to it that 3 tails happens to be only here, isn't it? Tail, tail, tail. Are other outcomes giving us 3 tails? No. Which means this is the favorable outcome, and hence my probability of getting at least 3 tails would be 1/8. Alright guys, so this is how you're going to write. So sample space, okay, is the first challenge. If you are able to beat it, then nothing can stop you. Okay, so try and get into the basics of this, and if you once clear that and keep revising, obviously nothing can stop you from getting full marks in probability. Okay, so this was my last video on probability based on coins. There can be mixture of coins as well as die, okay, in the coming videos, but now I'm going to get on with the concept of dice. Okay, next. So far so good. Hoping that you have understood. Thank you so much for watching and giving me your valuable time. It gives a lot of encouragement as such. So in case you've liked the video, so make sure that you share it with your friends. Okay, so thank you so much. Bye bye, see you soon.